of the coaches, too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Johnson moves the chain, something he did plenty in 2022, leading the Steelers in yards and catches, but also had the unfortunate distinction of having the most catches yards in the NFL without a touchdown last season. That should be rectified early and often this year.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. The Steelers 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance in the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw, Pickett. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, here's Pickett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll look to throw. Complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at the Steeler defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now it's Peterson. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And the slot man goes in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down. Here's Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And it's caught. Touchdown! Calvin Austin. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the save, but that will bring up third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return is Peterson. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Pickett back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. To the air on first down with Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before we wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll throw again with Pickett. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he's got this down to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got this to Pickens. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. Great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. This is caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
It's third and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What do you...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watson. Quick throw there is incomplete.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on second and long. Watson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. This one finds Austin at right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Here's Pickett. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 35. Browns 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield, unfortunately.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Steelers 42, Browns 28.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett sets up play action. He'll buy some time right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Steelers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 49, Browns 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Pittsburgh, they use a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0.